Hello, my name's Jamie, and welcome to the first of my Friday updates. Every Friday I'll be uploading a new video and writing a new blog post about Blender, 3D stuff in general, how things are going. Um, this is just a time lapse of me doing some modelling this afternoon. I wasn't too sure what to do a video on, so I decided I'd sort of show a bit of my creative process when I'm actually modelling. When I'm making a character, sometimes I'll use a reference if I have a specific idea in mind. I might draw some reference or pull some images off the net and sort of go from there. This is all completely free-handed. By that I've got no reference whatsoever. Just sort of moving things around, seeing, having a look at the shapes that sort of come out as I start to move things around and join things together. And sort of enhancing shapes that I like, ignoring stuff that I don't, and just there's sort of like here when I'm building the eye, that's just sort of general 3D modeling skills that most people will have. Here I'm just doing the eyebrow ridge bit, and there you go. There's the eyelid sort of shape. I don't finish modeling the whole head in this. I do pretty much the entire face, because the rest of the head's pretty much just fill-in work. It's not very exciting to watch that sort of stuff, but here you can sort of see how my edge flow comes together, my sort of my way of thinking, I suppose. Um, so I've just gone to the subdivided mode, and it's all nice and smooth because the sort of shapes of they're defined enough that you can see them well enough when they're smoothed. Before that I was using edged faces because when it's very low poly, when you're modelling you need to be able to see as much shape as possible, so edged faces helps with that, but I'm up to the point where smooth faces is all good. Just sort of reworking a bit of shape there and starting the mouth off here. This is fairly standard stuff as well. I don't think I do anything particularly special with the mouth. I suppose this video would be good for anyone that's looking for some help on general modelling skills, some edge flow stuff. My edge flow is probably not the best in the world, but I've never had any problems when it comes to animation and stuff. It usually works pretty well. This is not a standard head edge flow at all, actually, because of the way I decided to go with the nose in this. The very large, oddly shaped nose with a ridge across the top. It's completely breaks up the normal edge flow from the way you'd normally get the mouth to flow into the nose and the eyes to flow into the rest of the face. But I do work around that and come up with something new and different, which is always fun to do. And what I'll probably do with the finalised model is take a couple of orthographic screenshots and sketch over them and sort of further refine the shapes that I've come up with. So this, I suppose this is comparable to sculpting, but I prefer to do it this way. I've got more control, I feel, over what I'm doing. Although I do like to jump into Sculpturize every now and then and knock out some shapes. I think my hardware is fairly limiting at the moment, so if and when I get a computer with plenty of RAM for sculpting with, then that would be quite nice. This is recorded at about, I think it's 5 frames per second and played back at 30 frames per second, so for this, I think it's going to be about a 7 minute video. It's about 40 to 45 minutes worth of work. So if you are watching this for the edge flow, you'll probably be stopping and starting a lot. Here I'm sort of just setting out the shape for where I want the jawline to sort of go, but I don't think I actually end up using much of those polygons there until a little bit later. Although, because I literally just modelled this and did the recording, and then now I'm just doing a commentary over the top, so it's sort of, for me, what was about 5 or 10 minutes difference is only going to be about a minute in this. So, yeah, here we go. I start pulling out the cheek line here and filling in most of the face, sort of getting that shape. And I remember just then when I was looking at it straight on, I thought, ooh, I like the way the shape of the cheeks were coming down to. It looked very sort of a powerful sort of shape to the face. So I decided to continue with that, exaggerate it a bit more. And I suppose if I do go around to sort of finishing this model, he'd have a not much of a neck, more just going straight into the shoulders. But that's it for now. Hopefully you'll check out my blog, and I'll talk to you next week.